Asabaro, Starfish Entertainment.
But to me the beat.
Me no one proof, me no one rule. Me just want do the music that is really cool. Me just want say this generation feel my groove. This generation feel my groove. Me just want pull up, me just want sing.
Welcome to the second edition of Hovareigns Connect. So let's welcome our very first keynote speaker, a very talented Cameroonian, one with over 23 years of experience in being able to change the narrative. He's a business plan specialist, and he's been 3-time winner of the best mentor at the Tony Elumelu Foundation. That's just to tell you the category of persons who brought here tonight to share their stories, their experiences, their successes, difficulties, failures, you name them. Please, let's welcome Mr. Rollin Foko. Thank you very much.
Thank you once more. I am Rollin Foko, usually called ambassador or best mentor. As you said, I have been 3-time best mentor at the Tony Elumelu Foundation. And what I'm going to share with you today is about, it is normally called from mentor to best mentor. That means how you are perceived to firstly be a mentor, and secondly become the best over all the mentors that we have under the program, the Tony Elumelu Foundation Entrepreneurship Programme in Nigeria. So my keynote is going to take over into 3 or 4 points. The first thing I want to share with you is the vision of Tony Elumelu. You know that I assume that all of you there, we are entrepreneurs. That means people who want to make things move, not only talking, no. We have to pass into action. We have to move every day in order to give to our world a better life, to give to people around us a better life. Then, Tony Elumelu is a Nigerian, a philanthropist, the boss of UBA Bank Group, if you know it. And he has created a foundation since 10 years or 11 years, since 2010. And in 2015, the foundation began with his program, which is entrepreneurship program, called Tony Elumelu Foundation Entrepreneurship Programme. And then he has some basics, some foundation. For example, he wants to improve a generation of entrepreneurs. That means he wants to impact some people in order for them to be successful entrepreneurs tomorrow. That is his legacy in Africa, to impact a generation of entrepreneurs. Second thing is the root of his program. The root is Africapitalism. When you understand Africapitalism, just forget about Africa and listen to capitalism. It means what? It means that in our society you need to work in order to impact the other people's life. And the first way to do such thing is to create a company, is to set up a company. And when you set up a company, then you are an entrepreneur, you are a leader. And then when you are a leader, the best way ever, I can say like that, or we are talking about entrepreneurship, the best way ever is to set up a company, as I said, and then to make that company to be a successful company. And if you need, or if you want to have a successful company, you too, you should be a successful person. When it's come to entrepreneurship, you should be a successful person. That means a serial entrepreneur, someone who is used to create, to set up company, and so on and so on. Then, Tony wants people to invest on long term. And when I speak to people, I have two definitions of investing on long term. The first one is to be patient. You have to be patient. You don't have to be in a hurry when you do things. You have to set up, to design things and take time to make it happen. By beginning to think big, but naturally it's not possible to begin big. When you think big, naturally you have to start small. And when you have a big thought, when you have a vision, then you should come out with some strategies who will make your vision to be factual and then impact people around you, your environment. The second thing is to be perseverant. I don't know the way in English and Français c'est persévérant. It means that you persevere. Okay, you have to be perseverant. That means you have to do the same thing for a long time. Do it, even what result you have. And the best result you can have when you do something is what? Who can guess? What's the best result you can have? No. Absolutely no. No. Failure. The best result you can have is failure. Because when you fail, you are learning. If you fail and you abandon, it means that you are not a successful person. But when you fail and you continue to do it, it means that you are opening a road that you are going to follow for the next year. And that is capitalism. Invest in the long term. Doing things by taking your time to do it. And when you take time to do something, you fail, and the sum of failure is success. Because when you arrive at a time, for you is not evident, it's not easy to speak like I am speaking. But the first day it was not like this. You just do it, and you do it. But finally, for you it's easy to speak, it's easy to have some result. And then other people call that result success. But the truth is that success is not a point. Success is a process. It means that success is the sum of the failure that you have during when you are following the path you are following. Success is not a point. Success is a process that you have to follow. That is Afro-capitalism. The third thing is advocacy. Tony wants people to invest in people, to impact their environment, their local environment. And when you impact your local environment, then you can go in other people's environment and you also impact them, because you have already tried with a small scale. You try in a small scale, you try by transforming people around you. And when you do it, now you are more in your ease to go and check or to go and share with other people in other countries. Not only in your country. That is the power of local action. And then you can then, as I said, go to other people, territory, and you continue to impact them. The last thing that Tony said is okay, he has designed a program, as I said, The foundation program and activities are designed to empower African entrepreneurs to institutionalize luck. Tony want people, all of you, to be lucky guys. All of you can be lucky. It depends on you. All of us, we can be lucky. It depends on us. Because he gives the luck to any entrepreneur, to any African to be a successful entrepreneur by opening his program, the way he designed it. This year, for example, when we held the first section, information session, we have, after 7 days, there were 187,000 views on YouTube. 187,000, around 200,000 people that has followed the training, the information session. Yesterday, when I was holding the last information session, at one time, it was 6,000. 6,000 personnes étaient online. But if I check now, maybe we have already passed 100,000 people who have already followed the information of yesterday. That means if you want to succeed, if you want to learn, the platform is open. If you check on YouTube or you check on Google, in the internet, you can have all the tools that you need to success, to come out with a successful company. So Tony wants people to, as I said, to impact their environment, and he wants to make that the business environment enable people to flourish in their business in all over Africa. Okay, and I said every African can benefit from this program. The second thing I want to share with you is why I am best mentor, and not only one time, first time, second time, and third time. In 2017, 2018, and 2019. In 2017, I was in Nigeria for the TF Forum, and there were for the first time the partner dinner. And during that I was invited, and during that partner dinner, I was just sharing with a chartered accountant, a Nigerian chartered accountant. And what is amazing is that he was asking me, is it true that in Cameroon you don't have investment fund de guarantee? How do you call it? Fund de guarantee. Fund de guarantee. Collateral company, collateral fund. He was asking me that. Is it true that in Cameroon you don't have collateral fund or investment fund? I said that day, how do you proceed? Are you a country or not? I said, no, of course. For example, we have a office, White Miller Rocher. We are a country, and we are used to beat you in football. And he said, how do you proceed to not have investment fund in a country? And when you were sharing, I just listened my name, who was called, and I went in the tribune, and I was given a trophy that you were 3 of us, you are one of our best mentor this year. Can you clap, please? And in 2018, and I arrived in Lagos late. The D-Day and the dinner was one day before. J'ai raté le vol. I missed my flight the day before, the day of the dinner. So I just arrived the day of the D-Day, where that day when I arrived, the President Kofo of Ghana. He was going out. I just met him without knowing that it was him, because I arrived late and at 1 p.m. and I just went to the venue, and she was coming out. He was getting out. So I was best friend of, but I didn't know. In 2019, okay, I went to the dinner, to the African dinner, and when I am somewhere, as you can know, I am just taking picture of everything. Taking picture, doing selfie, taking picture, sharing in WhatsApp group. I own 500 WhatsApp group only. I am only sharing pictures, sharing screenshot, sharing video, taking live and sharing. And when I was sharing, one more time I missed my name. I was called to the podium to share my experience as one of the best mentor of the foundation. That means it was the second time, isn't it? Yes. But it was the third time, because I didn't know that the year before I was awarded. But since I arrived late, they didn't inform, they didn't tell me. So I share with people my experience for that year, 2019. People clapped. I went and sit down. And later, I was still going around. I one more time understand my name. I was called. I went to the podium. Then they gave me an award, a diploma, signed by Tony Elumelu for the year before. That is the history of 3-time best mentor. Can you clap, please? Okay. Then this is the history. But what is under the history? Under the history, you have commitment. You have commitment. On my board, I have some pictures. This document is going to be shared with you. Jude will share it with you. You have commitment. I am very committed in Tony Elumelu Foundation Entrepreneurship Programme. So that in 2018, President Macron of France was in Lagos. They invited me to attend the meeting with him. And after the meeting, they invited me to the foundation headquarters. I went there, and Pamanda V, who was the CEO of the foundation, she called me, please come. She bring me just in the angle and asked me, what is wrong with you? I said, what is wrong? He said, no, tell me what is wrong with you. Why do you support us? So I was afraid. She said that, why are you support us? Do you know why I am supporting the foundation? Do you know why, or do you want to know?
Yes.
Okay. I support the foundation because the foundation is speaking very aloud. Something that I was used to speak in a low scale during more than 15 years before the foundation was set up. Since 1988, I was very, very committed in business plan. And foundation is working on business plan, empowering people to setting up their own company. That's why I support the foundation in all what they are. African is the future of the world, because in a few years, youth in Africa will be very, very powerful. It means that most African, the place in the world where we will have most youth will be in Africa. Ayuda youth is the power. And one thing that we learned in 2019 during the forum is that since last year in Africa, youth are going to be given money for free. We call it in French, prêt sur l'honneur. That means to give you money, you have just to say that I swear that I will give it back to you. Then the government banker gives you money. It's the way that is worked in other countries. When you go to school, and at the end of your school, you just go to some specialized institution and you ask for money, they give it to you just for free, without any guarantee, any security, and so on and so on. And then you can improve your invention, you can improve your trademark, you can improve your passion, you can set up your company, you can innovate. And it's the way and decision of all the politicians in Africa. That was the movement where with what I end my note. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Rollin Foko, for sharing your story with us and details of your professional career. And we want to encourage the audience, like that earlier on mentioned, to jot down your questions, especially concerning their personal struggles, because that is what we are most interested in. Their personal struggles, the success story, what you can easily identify yourself with, because I'm sure each and every one of us, when people share their stories, their difficulties, we can see a little bit of ourselves in them.